Okay, these are hot off the presses. I did these right before the holidays. They're dated like November 23rd or so. These are mixed media pieces. I used jelly plates with the papers. I drew things in. I had collage pieces from my own art. There's a lot of stuff going on in all these pieces. And they were a lot of fun. And they're for sale now. They're 8x8s. They're on cradle board. They're on wood. They're wired. And it says on the back, I didn't give these titles. This is mixed media, collage, stencils, stabilo, acrylics. This was done 11/7/23. I guess the date is the title. And here I have my card attached. Anyways, so this one is really interesting. This was interesting to do because I had all laid out all the papers and I was kind of not sure what to do with it. And then I saw the outline of this person over here and I ended up drawing her in. And she's looking over here and there's things you can see in this picture, sort of. It's got markings, it's got lettering. It's a lot of stuff going on, but I think it's a pretty interesting piece. And so it is mixed media. The sides are raw, so there's no painting on the sides. If you wanted me to paint them a certain color, I could easily do that for you. So $40, free shipping, plus tax. And this one is 11/7. So I guess they're done by date, because I did quite a few of them. I was running out of titles, or maybe I just named and titled them. This one, this is another one. There's jelly printing. There's also stenciling on here. There's writing on here. There's a girl that I drew and painted. That is not collaged at all. And just an interesting picture. I think I love the colors. And this one, it doesn't say the date. Oh, this one has a title. This is called Truth. Truth. And mixed media jelly plate, Posca pens, acrylic paint, and stenciling. And this does have a name, a title on it, Truth. So that is kind of cool. I'm not sure of the thickness of this. Is they're like 1 inch frames, the 1 inch depth. They're nice cradle boards. So $40, free shipping, and this is called Truth. Next. This is an interesting one for me, anyways. This is completely jelly printed. I did a painting of this woman, and then I changed it into black and white, and then I made a print of her, and then I added all this other treatments. And I think this has been waxed. It's not shiny at all. It's a matte finish. And it's just of a girl. Did I give her a name? Hat, from Blue Hat. Mixed media, jelly print, paper, and acrylic ink. Yeah, so this is definitely from a jelly print picture. You can feel it's very smooth. The whole thing's smooth. There's a couple of I added some acrylic paint in it. It's a really nice piece. $40, free shipping, 8-inch square on wood, 1-inch frame, and it's mixed media. This is called, what did it call it again? Hat. From the Blue Hat. She is wearing a very decorative hat. This one, I don't know what even, this one took a long time, and I put so much material on this. It kind of I'm even not sure what happened to this, but it's kind of interesting. It has a lot of collage on it, a lot of paint on it, and then there's a bird here. That's a collage bird. Did I give it a title? No, I just said 11/2, so it's 11/2/23. Mixed media, collage, and acrylics. I don't think I used any of my papers, but then I did use some kind of papers. I did a lot of painting with this. And this has been treated with a fixative, what's it called? I use it all the time. Minwax acrylic fixative. There's a bit of a shine to it. It's kind of interesting. It still is very interesting. There you go. 11/2. Next. This is my foray into abstract painting. And this is a jelly print. This whole thing is a jelly print. I know I started with one of my paintings, and that led to more and more printing on the jelly plate. And this came out, and I pulled it, and it was done after several, using all kinds of stenciling and different treatments and things like that. The painting is in here somewhere. It turned out beautiful. I love this painting. Small painting. Mixed media. It's called 11/8. Collage, scraping, stencil, acrylics. 11/8. 8 inches wide. Of course, it's got the bare wood sides. They're nice size, these 8 inches. You can put them anywhere, really. So I was working with a lot of large paintings, and people aren't looking for large paintings. They're looking for smaller paintings, I think, that can fit in small spaces. So that's one of my favorites. Oh, they're all my favorites. This one is interesting. This one I struggled with, and it kind of feels kind of like I'm struggling with it. Mostly jelly plates here. I can see the jelly plating. And let's see what I did with this one. 11/10. Acrylics, paper, and stencils. I know that this, here you can feel the roughness of the paper. Here, I think this was all jelly painted. I think the jelly print was over here, and then I kind of whited things out around it, and then I did some negative shade painting, and then I added the flowers. It's kind of interesting. The colors are cool. And then you see what's underneath. It's a busy piece. A lot of work went into this one. I think I struggled with this one to try to get it to where I liked it. And 11/10, that's what that is, 11/10. Again, they're all wired and clean, and they're all natural. Now here's where the paint went over the sides. I don't know, you can't really tell, but if you're buying this and you say, well, what are you going to do about that paint? I could sand it down, or I can paint it all one color, or you could just buy it the way it is. I don't think you'd notice it sit, on the wall. But if you're buying this and you want a different side, let me know. Okay. Moving along. This is interesting. These are papers from different art pieces I've done. So this was all collage. The background was a jelly print. And then I added my things from my paintings into them. And it's interesting. I'll show you where I got the papers from for this. It's the next painting. It's called Dinner at 5. I remember giving this a title. It's like, I'm an older person, an older lady, and we eat early. We actually eat here around 3. We have our large meal. We're very European and very Spanish. We have our large meal at around 3 o'clock. So, but this is Dinner at 5. It's a little later, but essentially the same. And Dinner at 5. Oh, I didn't have my little card there. And this was done in late 2023. This was one of my last ones I think I did. I in my mind, he's at a restaurant outside. You know, it's getting dark. It's the winter. But there's a lot of interesting things on this picture. Okay, and then we have this one. This one was a really interesting one. This is a jelly print, essentially, that I then painted over. And I had one piece of collage. But this is pretty much a jelly print that I did some extra paintings on. Like this was painted. The swirls were painted. This is called Starry Night. The curious thing about, and there's collage in here. This is collage as well. That's not collage. You can kind of feel to see where there's a different texture. This one took me a while because I kept adding to it. And then the final thing I did was putting in this purple, which really, you know, makes your eye focus, which was really an interesting idea and something I will do again if I have trouble focusing on it. It's a very busy painting, but there are stabilizing forces here. This is stabilizing it, this is stabilizing it, and then of course the purple. And inside the purple is different than the outside the purple. Now, the curious thing about this picture is when you put it on a wall, even though it's only 8 by 8, it really, you notice it because it's so busy, and the colors, there's a lot of contrast in the colors. I didn't know that until I did this piece, and I realized, oh, that's how that works. Because I tend to like the white space. There's no white space on this except down here. This is called Starry Night, was done in 2023. It's one of the last ones I did. And after I did this, I took a picture of it, and then I used the picture of it on this painting. It's in the background. You can't see, but it's there. You see the floors there. This part here is over here. So, and then I used it again and did some more jelly printing on it. Okay, let's see if it would go together. Together, they might be kind of cool. I don't know. And yeah, I didn't put my little card on this either, but I will. The sides here are really clean. There's a little red there. If you want me to paint the sides a white, or sand them down, get the color off them, or paint them black, you know, just let me know and I'll be happy to do that. And then last but not least is this one called Mid-Century, 2023. Mid-Century. Yeah, this was a weird painting. I was putting paint down and I was like, I'm not feeling this picture. And of course you keep working with it, and then I can't even remember what happened. I know this was jelly printed. This is a piece of plastic. It's a jelly printed man. But I think I drew a person after I jelly printed, and I drew her and put her in there. And then the others are just shapes from this painting that was a different painting. And then so I put them all together. And, you know, the focal point really is the girl and this mid-century lamp. Interesting colors. And I just called it mid-century. These are all mixed media pieces. Okay, we'll go a walk through real quickly and show the tomb again. Okay, this is mid-century. Very interesting colors. This is Starry Night. A lot of vibrancy in this. This one is Dinner at 5. You know, the background, it kind of goes into the background. Then you notice these really bright things up in front. Those are the collage items. And the rest pretty much is old papers and a little jelly printing and some paint effects. And there's this one, which has the date on it. It's 11/10. Has a lot of things going on in the background. I did a lot of lettering and stenciling, and I think the original piece was a painting I did. I think it was on these colors. 1110. This feels heavier. There it is. This is the mixed media piece, which can be turned in many ways. I mean, you could do it this way. Of course, you'd have to change the wiring in the back. Do it that way. That looks kind of strange, but you know, you can however you like it, because it's a very abstract painting. This is 11/8. We have our bird. Because of all the paint on it, there's got a lot of texture on it. And I did put polyacrylic over it. That's what I put over it. So the things on the side kind of go into the background. 11/2. This is hat. This is there's no polyacrylic on this one. It's a wax, cold wax. I did some painting on there. The blues are the part I painted in, and of course I did stuff, but it's mostly a jelly print of one of my paintings, and that's called Hat. This young lady is called Truth, and there's a lot on here. If you look at it, you see there's writing, there's stenciling, the pictures drawn in. It's called Truth. I called it Truth because I think she has a tear coming down out of her eyes. I think there's a lot of truth in tears. And then finally we have this very odd but very colorful little one. It's quite charming in its own right. When I did, it was just a lot of papers, a lot of colors, a lot of stuff I was doing on there, and I didn't know where it was going. And then I saw a figure in here, and I outlined her, and that's why she's there. And she's looking over here. There's almost a figure here standing, like almost a pregnant figure, a pregnancy, and then a standing figure. And that is 11/7. So this is it. This is what I'm offering. These are my latest pieces where I was working with mixed media. And if you're interested, contact me. I'd be happy to sell them. As again, it's free shipping. Am I going to run out of space here? It's free shipping, but they're $40, and there's tax. And I'm really pleased with the way these turned out. I will be opening the barn in the end of May after Memorial Day. And so they will be up in the barn. So they're going for sale now, and during the summer they'll be in the barn also for sale for people to stop by. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.